This is our video instead of blog that Tom and I are going to do for this trip. The blog just seemed to take a long time because it was mostly written. So I think we're going to do an audio this time. I'm doing this video after day 3 and realized looking back at the earlier ones I was doing, they were a little long. So I'll try to make this one and further ones after day 1 and 2 a little shorter. So the next few pictures you're going to see are of really day -2 to 0, because we did land in Frankfurt, had dinner with our German friends, then to Oviedo, spent 3 days there, lovely city. You'll see a few pictures of that, and then on to day 1, 2, and 3. Anyway, bye for now. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you don't get too bored. Hi there, it's day 1 on the Primitivo, for me the cycle route. I am now in Grado after leaving Oviedo at, I don't know, about 8:15 this morning. Got here at 11 a.m. So just under 3 hours. It was a little tougher than I thought. Getting out of Oviedo was tough. Mostly uphill, lots of traffic. Note to self, don't leave large city when people are trying to get to work, which I think was part of the issue. So that part was a bit stressful, and certainly played on my physical ability too to get uphill safely and with any speed. So I was in low gear most of the time. Anyway, getting out of Oviedo was all of a sudden the city's gone and you're in beautiful countryside, which I'm sure Tom was enjoying more so than me, because I had to obviously pay attention to the road, to the traffic. The traffic, frankly, after Oviedo was very light. In some places, no cars, so that was nice. Tom left a bit earlier than I did today. He left at around 7:15 from the hotel. I know he tried to get a coffee somewhere. The place wasn't open, so he continued on. And so I hope he got a coffee and a break not too far from Oviedo. So, yeah, the plan, we have a hotel booked here. We have hotels booked all the way through. I'm having a cerveza waiting for Tom. I'll try to get to the hotel a bit early, because I don't really expect Tom till about I don't know, 2 o'clock. I guess it depends. But that's sort of how it's going to go from day to day. I'll be arriving much earlier than he, and I will find things to do in the destination, like grabbing a beer, maybe sitting in the main square reading a book. I think probably each day will be just a bit different. We really enjoyed Oviedo. We were there for 3 nights, where I picked up my bike. Beautiful town, walking spaces everywhere, meaning no cars. Beautiful atmosphere. People, watching the people walk with their, with family, with kids, friends. I mean, it was a stark difference to how we, how you would see a downtown area back home. And people, for the most part, were, dressed up as well for their walks. So it was a beautiful atmosphere, beautiful city, and a great place to start. So I'll check in later when Tom arrives, and we'll get his perspective on the day. And we'll see you tomorrow on the way to Salas. Okay, back again, day 1. Met up with Tom after his walk. He arrived around, what time did you arrive, Tom? 2 o'clock. So good timing, about 6.5 hours. He said it was a tough one. Lots of hills, long hills, which kind of mirrored my bike ride. We didn't meet really anybody. There weren't that many pilgrims on the walk, but he did enjoy the countryside. We are now in a sports bar for dinner. We checked in our hotel, nice hotel, all of the above. Had to put the bike in the room. There was no storage elsewhere. So that could be kind of an ongoing issue, which makes it a bit awkward because you're taking the bike upstairs. Maybe it'll fit in an elevator, but usually not. So that'll be some extra effort every day. Weather is cool. It's not very warm. I certainly was expecting warmer weather. But so far, cool and windy, although today was sunny. In the shade it was cold, in the sun it was beautiful. I think that's all I have to report. I know we looked at tomorrow's schedule and the elevation, and there's a big hill to climb right out of town here, although it's not a that long a day tomorrow. I think it's 22 or 24 kilometers, something like that. So anyway, that's day 1. Tom, do you want to say anything about day 1?
Beautiful, some of the best scenery, but it was a tough day.
Okay, thanks. We'll see you on day 2. Hi, greetings from Salas on the Camino Primitivo. This is day 2. Sitting with my partner Tom. Tough day today for both. So for Tom, climb right from the get-go for probably 5 or 6 kilometers, and then steep decline, which was for the walkers equally as challenging because it was rocky, some loose rocks, some mud. For me, para mí, right out of Grado, it was a climb again for I think 6 kilometers. Not all steep, but steady. And I think I was in low gear for almost the whole thing. I had to stop several times for gulp of water or whatever. In both cases, again, beautiful countryside. Weather continues to be, I think, cooler than we thought, but not sunny today. Today was sun and cloud, but certainly agreeable. I think Tom pretty much walked with either short sleeves and shorts on. I took, after a quick break, after about 10K, I took my jacket off. So yeah, so it was a bit warmer today. We are in Salas tonight, and haven't made any plans yet for dinner, but tomorrow we know that again it's going to be a pretty steep climb out of here. Actually might be steeper and longer than yesterday. As I looked at the elevation map, it looks to me like the climb is like 13 kilometers before it levels off to a place called Tinio. So I've actually I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to organize to have my backpack shipped ahead to the next hotel. I can admit freely that I'm struggling a bit. You know, first gear for an hour and a half is tough. And of course I bought this bike here, fairly cheap mountain bike. You know, that was kind of the budget because I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell it at the end. So it's probably heavier than it should be. The gears are probably not as good as a good mountain bike, or as good as the bike I was training on at home. So, you know, a couple of factors are certainly contributing to how tough this has been. So anyway, this is probably all very boring to you as you're watching hockey playoffs and good stuff. But that's our report for today. Tom, do you want to add anything?
Thank goodness it's dry. It's a tough haul, but fun, rewarding. It's a rewarding climb. That's it.
Well said. Yeah, there is a sense of reward after every day, even though we're a couple of tired old guys. And, you know, not nearly the same number of pilgrims, peregrinos, that we've seen on other caminos. So it's not as well traveled, if that's the right word, as some of the others. But again, so far nice towns that we've arrived in, and which always makes it fun for the evening. So anyway, signing off. Go Oilers, go Jets, go Canada. See you later.
Countryside.
So what can I say about day 3? Day 3 was Salas to Tineo, Woke up to some rain, not a lot. Stopped pretty quickly. Tom, of course, is walking. I'm on the roads again. A really tough road out of the town to find the highway. I picked the wrong one. Actually, I had to push my bike. I did send my pack ahead today because yesterday was pretty grueling. And that helped a lot because today's cycle was same thing. Uphill the whole way and low gear. Tom had a very good day. Did run into some mud. I think we've got a couple of pictures for you. But overall, he was quite happy. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but he's struggling with a bad cold. And right now he's having a quick nap. But he sounds better. He's certainly, everybody's mood is good. So that's the main thing. And in future, I hope not to dominate all this coverage and give the mic over to Tom. Anyway, that is day 3. We have a nice hotel here in Teneo, and we'll be heading out for dinner soon. Anyway, talk to you on day 4.